बस.
Hello students, good morning. I am Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, today we will discuss English supplementary reader. In this book, we will discuss the chapter number 3, that is the Shepherd's Treasure. Dear students, in the previous classes, I have completed the chapter number 1, A Tale of Two Birds, and in the chapter number 2, we have read The Friendly Mongoose. And today we will discuss the chapter number 3, that is the Shepherd's Treasure. Dear students, treasure means property, possession. Treasures means property or possession. Okay, so in this chapter we will read that there is a man who was very poor, was shepherd, but he was also honest. He was very intelligent, as well as he was famous for his intelligence in the country. And for this reason, for his wisdom, for his intellect power, the king of that country also awarded him. He also gave the post in his court. Okay, students. So now we will discuss this story, the Shepherd's Treasure. It is given in your supplementary book, that is A Pact with the Sun. Okay, come to the page number 7. Dear students, just open the page number 7. It is given at the page number 7, that is the Shepherd's Treasure. Okay, students, just see here, page number 7. Dear students, there are 3 points given before starting the story. First point is, a poor shepherd once lived in Iran. Here we have known that there is a person, there is a shepherd who used to live in Iran. Though uneducated, he was very wise and helpful. He was very wise and helpful. Wise means intelligent. Though uneducated, although he was uneducated, he has lack of education, but he was very wise. He was very intelligent. The king decided to meet him in disguise. Disguise means, students, different appearance. Bhesh banana. The king decided once, what happened? The king decided to meet that person, to meet shepherd in disguise. Okay, so now we will discuss the story. Just see the story. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. In Iran, in a village of Iran, there was a shepherd who used to live in a village. Okay, he was very poor. He was very poor. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage of his own. He did not have even a small cottage. Cottage means hut. He had not any kind of residence. He has not house. He did not have even a small cottage of his own. He had never been to school or learned to read and write. He never went to the school, and he never learned how to read and write. Okay? It means he was uneducated. He has lack of education. For there were many few schools in those days. Why? Why he was uneducated? Because at that time there were no schools in his area. Therefore he was uneducated. But although he was uneducated, but he was wise, intelligent. Okay, so in this first paragraph it is given that there is a shepherd who was very poor. He had not house, he has not even a hut, and he never been to school to read and write. He never went to the school to read and write. For there were many few schools in those days, and because there were no schools in those days. Okay, so this is all about the paragraph number first. Okay, students, come to the second paragraph. Just see. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. Although, just see here, though means although, poor and uneducated. Although he was very poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. This shepherd was very wise. Wise means, student, intelligent. Wise means intelligent, you can say. Here, wise. Wise means intelligent. Okay, wise means intelligent. Just see. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. This shepherd was very wise. Wise means he has wisdom. He was full of knowledge. He understood people's sorrows and troubles. Sorrows means grief. Sorrows means sadness or grief. Sorrow. Sorrow means grief. Grief. Grief or sadness, you can say. Just see here. He understood people's sorrows and troubles. Troubles means difficulties. And helped them face their problems. And he also helped them. He also helped the people to solve their problems. He was very kind. And he was very wise, that he always ready to face the problems of the others. Okay, just see here. And help them face their problems with courage and common sense. Yes, courage. Courage means braveness, sahas. And with courage and common sense. Common sense means in presence of mind, intellect. So he used to help the people with his common sense, with his wisdom, and with his courage. Many people came to him for advice, and many people came to him. Many people visited near him only and only for taking advice. Many people came to him for advice. Many people came to him for taking advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. And very soon, this man, this shepherd, became very famous in his areas. For what? For his wisdom, for his intellect power, for his friendly nature. Just see here, soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. And he became famous in that area for his wisdom as well as for his friendly nature. He was very kind towards others. He was very humble. Therefore, he used to help the peoples. And therefore, he became famous in that area. Okay? The king of that country heard about him, and the king of that country also heard about the shepherd. What he heard? And thought of meeting him. And the king of that area also heard about that shepherd, that the shepherd is very wise, intelligent, and very kind nature person. Therefore, he thought to meeting him. Therefore, the king also decided to meet him. Okay, students? So, in this second paragraph, it is given that although he was poor and uneducated, but he was very wise, intelligent, and friendly nature. And he always ready to solve the problems of others with his intellect, with his wisdom, with his friendly natures, with his common sense. And he was very friendly natures. Therefore, people visited him for asking the solution of some problems. And the king of that area also heard about him, and he also decided to meet the shepherd. Okay, students, so this is all about the paragraph number 2. And now just see, come to the paragraph number 3. Disguise. Disguise means a different appearance. Disguise. G-U-I-S-E. Disguise. Okay. It is the past form. Disguised is written here. Okay. Disguise means different appearance. Different appearance. डिफरेंट अपीयरेंस मीन्स भेष बनाना, यानी भेष बनाकर क्या किया, राजा मिलना चाहता है. नाउ जस्ट सी, डिस्क्विज एज शेफर्ड. नाउ द किंग आल्सो डिस्क्विज एज ए शेफर्ड एंड राइडिंग ऑन ए मूल. मूल, मूल मीन्स डंकी. DONKEY. Okay, donkey. In Hindi we call khachar. Just see here, disguised as a shepherd and riding on mule. Although he was king, the king disguised himself and become what? Become the shepherds and riding on a mule. And riding on a mule means on a donkey. One day the king came to the cave, and one day the king came to the cave where the shepherd used to live. Okay, just see here. One day what happened? The king of that area disguised himself and become a shepherd, and by riding the mule or donkey, he went to the cave where the wise shepherd lived, where that wise shepherd used to live. Okay, students, turn the page. Come to the next page. That is page number 8. And as soon as the shepherd saw the travelers coming towards the cave, as soon as the shepherd saw that the travelers coming towards the cave, as soon as the shepherd saw that a traveler is coming towards him, then he rose to welcome. Rose means this is the second form of rise. Here means you can say he stand up to welcome him, to welcome that visitors. Okay, as soon as the shepherd saw that a person is coming towards him, and he rose to welcome him. He rose to welcome him. It means he stand up to welcome him. He took the tired travelers inside the cave. Tired. Although the travelers were tired, it seems that the traveler was very tired. Therefore, it is written here tired. He took the tired travelers inside the cave, and the shepherd took the tired travelers inside the cave where he used to live. Gave him water to drink, and that shepherd also gave him water to drink because he thought that that traveler is thirsty. And gave him water to drink and share of his own meager. Meager means simple food. Meager meal. Meager means very simple food. Meager means very simple food, ordinary food. Gave him water to drink and share of his own meager meal. Meager means very simple food. The king rested for the night in the cave, and the king rested for the night in the cave with the shepherd. The king was thinking that the shepherd does not know about him. The shepherd did not recognize that visitor, that person. The king rested for the night in the cave, and the king rested there in the night, in the whole night there in the cave, was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality, and was very much impressed with the hospitality of the shepherds. Hospitality means सेवा भाव, सेवा सत्कार करना. It means here the king was very much impressed with the hospitality of the shepherds and wise conversation. And he was also, the king was also very much impressed with his wise conversation, wise talk. In the night he talked too much with the shepherds, and he understood that what kind of shepherd is and what is the behavior of shepherds. The king understood everything in that night. Okay, students, so in this paragraph number 3 it is given that the king decided to meet him, and by disguising himself, by changing his appearance, he wanted to meet the shepherds, and he went to the shepherds as a shepherd by riding the mule. Okay, and when the shepherd, the main shepherd, when the main shepherd saw that a traveler is coming towards him, he stand up to welcome him, and he took him inside the cave and gave him water and share his simple meal. And in the night the king also stayed there, spent his night there, and in the night he talked with the shepherds, and he understood that that shepherd is very wise, and he was very much impressed with the hospitality of that shepherd. Okay, students, so this is all about the paragraph number 3. Okay, students, now come to the paragraph number next, paragraph number 4. Just see the paragraph number 4. Okay, students, just see. Although still tired, the king decided to depart the next morning. Although the king was very tired, but he decided to depart from there. Depart means to return from there. Depart the next morning. He decided to depart the next morning. What he said? He said, "Many thanks for your kindness to a poor travelers." And the king also said to the shepherd, what he said? Many thanks. He gave many thanks to the shepherd, and what he said? He said that gave many thanks for your kindness to a poor travelers. He said that he gives many thanks. He was very much thankful towards the shepherds for his kind behavior. Okay, for his hospitality. Now I have a long way to go. Permit me to leave. Now the king was saying to the shepherds, what he was saying? I have a long way to go. The king said that he has to go very far and far. Therefore, kindly allow him to leave that place. Kindly permit him to leave that place. Okay? So, students, in this paragraph, here we have seen that the king decided in the morning, the king decided to leave that place, although he was very tired. And he also gave many thanks to the shepherd for his kind behavior, for his hospitality, and he also took permission. The king also took permission to leave that place because he has to go very far and far away. Okay, students, now come to the next paragraph. Just see. Looking straight into the eyes of his guests. Now, let's shepherd was looking in the eyes of the guest. Who was guest? The travelers. Although he was not a simple man, he was a king, but he changed himself. He changed his appearance so that the shepherd could not understand. Okay, just here, looking straight into the eyes of his guest. Now the shepherd was looking in the eyes of the guest, in the eyes of the king, in the eyes of the traveler. And the shepherd replied. The shepherd replied, what replied? Thank you, your majesty. And he also said thank you. The real shepherd also said thank you, your majesty. Dear students, we use the word majesty for the king only, for emperor only. So it means the shepherd understood that that traveler is a king. Thank you, your majesty, for paying me such compliments for a visit. And he said that, and he also paid what? Compliments. What compliment? Thank you for the visit. Okay? Come to the next paragraph. The king was astonished. Astonished means surprised. Now the king was surprised after hearing the words, your majesty. You see, the king was astonished. Astonished means surprised, wondered, as well as pleased. And he was also very much pleased with him. He is indeed very wise. He is indeed very wise. Really, indeed means really. He really very wise. He thought to himself, and he thought to himself, the king thought to himself. What he thought? I need people like him to work for me. Here the king was thinking that he needs a person like him, like the shepherds, for work for him, for working in the company, for working for the king. Okay? You see here, he thought to himself, the king thought to himself, what he thought? I need people like him to work for him. He thought that he needs people like him to work for him. Okay? And the king appointed this humble shepherd. And the king also appointed this humble. Humble means kind. Very kind. Humble means very kind. Humble means very kind. Very kind means dayalu. And just here, and the king appointed him, this humble shepherd, the governor of a small district. And the king appointed him as a governor of a small district. Okay? Because of his humble nature, because of his wisdom, because of his honesty, the king appointed him as a governor of his small district. Okay? So come to the next paragraph, students. Just see. Although he rose to power and dignity, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. Although he has got, after becoming the governor of a small district, he came to the power, he rose to the power and dignity, but the shepherd remained as humble as ever. But he did not leave the quality of his humble. The quality of humble. Although he got the position, he became the governor of a small district, but he did not become arrogant. He remained as humble as ever. Okay, just see here, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. It means he did not leave the quality of humbleness. Although he became the governor of a small district. People loved and honored him for his wisdom. And the people of his country, people of that area, used to love him and honored him. for his wisdom, and the people honored him for his wisdom, for his sympathy and goodness. And he became very famous in that area, and the people also honored him for his wisdom, for his sympathy, and for his goodness. These are the qualities of this shepherd. He was kind and just to one and all, and he was very much kind not only for the rich peoples but also the poor peoples. He was very kind to one and all. One and all means with everyone. He was very, very kind for everyone. His fame as a fair, wise governor soon spread throughout the country. And his fame as a fair, famous, famous, reputation. His fame as a fair and wise governor soon spread. Where? Throughout the country. And very soon, within few years, within few months, he became very famous for his wise government, because of his wise governor. Okay? He became, in this paragraph, we have seen that although the shepherd got power and dignity, he became the governor of a small district, but after that he did not become an arrogant. He did not lead the quality of kindness, and he was very famous for his kindness, for his sympathy, for his goodness, for his work. And very soon his famous is spread throughout the country. Okay, students, so this is all about this passage. And dear students, you take it up to this here throughout the country. Okay, you take up to this. In the next class we will discuss the rest paragraph which is left today. Okay. So students, you will read it at your home. You revise it. If you find any kind of difficult word, you can mention in the comments. You can ask. Okay. So this is all for today. Thank you.